ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming to you again from the home studio. It's about 10:15 in the morning on Tuesday, day 2 of this crazy quarantine. And this video is just a little bit of a Q&A session for some of you. You've asked me some questions via email, and I've put some grades into the grade book for assignments that were done before we were on lockdown. And I've put in some grades for what we've done after the fact. So my first question is, can we still do late work and missing work for a grade? Absolutely. Some of you have missing work out there. You have zeros in the grade book from before the quarantine, before our school shut down. And if you want to complete that, you could still get up to half credit for it. Same protocol as before. You just got to get it done, turn it into Google Classroom, and then you got to shoot me an email. And for the subject, just go ahead and put late work so I know what you're talking about. And put the name of the assignment in the email as well. Nothing drives me crazier than when somebody's like, "Hey, Mr. Fisher, I got that one assignment I was missing done. So if you could get that graded for me, that'd be great." Don't make it extra work for me, okay? Just put the name of it in. Like, you know what you just did. So just put the name in there for me and make my life just a little bit easier. Next question is, will there be any quizzes and tests or new material while we're on our break, our hiatus that we're on right now? And the answer to that currently is no. I will not have any quizzes. I will not have any tests. I will not have any formal assessments. And the reason for that is because I cannot give you quizzes, tests, or formal assessments because I don't know who has access to the internet and I don't know who doesn't have access to the internet. I don't know who's going through illness in their family, what kind of circumstances you guys are facing. So it's, number one, not fair to try to make people work in that capacity while we're on this break that we have right now. It's not really a break. It's not a vacation. It's a quarantine. It's an isolated shutdown. But the other reason that I can't do it, number two, is because I do work with people who are in the special ed population. Anybody who has a 504 or an IEP has a federal right to certain accommodations, and I cannot offer those accommodations over telecommunication or over the internet. So I literally am not allowed to give you quizzes and tests. As far as new material goes, currently we're not working on any new material. We're just going to work on enrichment activities, and we're going to do some stuff that'll help keep your mind working and keep you engaged in the educational and the learning process. But we're not going to complete To Kill a Mockingbird with the freshmen right now. We're not going to complete the Polynesian unit with the juniors right now. We're just not going to do that because our priority is keeping you guys healthy and sane while you're locked down in your houses. And throwing a ton of graded homework at you is just not best practices for that. So for now, the answer is no new work, no quizzes, no assessments. No. We're just trying to be chill and we're trying to stay engaged, but we're not trying to work ourselves into a frenzy here. So take the anxiety and just lower it down, okay? Will Mr. Berger or Mr. Shulk ever be on this program with me on my YouTube channel? And the answer to that is a resounding maybe. You know, maybe I'll invite him in as a guest speaker. I could use like Zoom or something, and I can have one of them pop up in the corner, or we could do, I'm not having them in my house because who knows what kind of diseases those guys have right now, you know? I'm safe, man. I'm on quarantine. You can't tell, but I'm like inhaling Purell all the time. I don't want to get sick. You know, I'm old. I don't want to, get a nasty flu. And even if it doesn't escalate to the point where it is for some people, being sick sucks. So I'm trying to avoid that at all costs. However, I will invite them to communicate with you via my YouTube channel. Are any other teachers using YouTube as a medium? Absolutely. I know that Jeff Manders has a YouTube channel, which I subscribe to, and Brad Anderson now has a YouTube channel, which I also subscribe to. So you should be able to find those, like, I don't know, I think I put my subscriptions down at the bottom of my YouTube channel or something along those lines. But you know what? I'm still kind of a novice at this, so I'm not 100% sure where they are. But you can find them. Just click on my subscriptions and look through them. There's going to be a lot of Jeep stuff, maybe a couple of educational things, and then there will be some colleagues of mine. So go ahead and do that sometime. Last question. Are we required to keep in contact via Google Classroom and YouTube and stuff with you? Why would you not want to stay in contact with me? I don't know if you know this or not, but the next few weeks are going to be really boring, and I'm amazing. So you're going to want to talk to me. You're going to want to stay in contact with me. Um, I'll tell you right now, I've got the numbers for this first quarantine assignment that we did yesterday. And the class that had the highest engagement level is my first hour freshman class. Nicely done, guys. 92% completion rate. First hour for the win. The next highest was second hour. That's my juniors, my co-taught juniors. And they had a 78% completion ratio, which is only like a C plus if we were looking at it like a grade. My junior or my freshmen, they got an A minus. You guys got a C plus. It's fine, whatever. Next highest is my fifth hour freshman. That's my co-taught class with Lang Davis, and they only have a 74% completion rate right now, and that's not great. But hey, at least they're beating third hour, my juniors from third hour, who I thought were pretty engaged and pretty happy in class. You guys, 72% completion ratio. I'm not saying you're the worst, but statistically on my sheet of paper here, you're the worst. So, I mean, I still love you in a completely platonic and appropriate manner. But guys, ladies, gentlemen, people, we can definitely do better. We just can. That's all the information I have for you for today, I believe. I will have more assignments out there for you on Thursday. I think I'll shoot a video out on Thursday with the next set of assignments just for Thursday and Friday. But for now, make sure you're staying up to date with your work. If you have any questions about the grades in the grade book, some of the grades I put in were from before our lockdown, and those are grades. Some of you got zeros for those, so you're going to want to fix that. But for the juniors, for the perfect SAT essay, I have that at worth 50 points, but it's currently a completion grade because technically the due date was after our lockdown started, and quarantine day 1, day 2, and day 3 will all be completion based. I still haven't gotten word from administration if I can actually make those worth points to the people who did them, or if they're just going to be like a check mark. Currently, they're a check mark, but I'd like to make them worth points. That way, anybody who has a lower grade right now in the class can start building that grade up. And those who aren't in contact or those who can't access it, it won't harm them any. They'll just be exempted from the assignments. So that's, I think, all I've got for you for today. I do want to tell you one thing. In the near future, probably today, I'm going to start a series of reading. I'm going to start reading a book, a chapter a day, maybe 2 chapters a day. And I'm going to start off with Arlo Finch is going to be my first book. I'll be doing a series of book reviews, book talks, and just reading chapters. For anybody who's interested, this is an amazing book, and my voice is basically like an angel. So, I understand. You're going to want to listen to me read this, and I'm going to. So that'll be later on today, so watch for that. Of course, stay hydrated, wash your hands. Today's episode brought to you by coffee. I don't have a LaCroix right now. It's just too early in the day. I need my caffeine. So, it's like heaven, but liquid. So good. People, wash your hands, stay safe. Go outside and get some fresh air, but don't touch anybody. Don't lick anybody. Keep your mouth and hands away from other people. Keep your mouth away from other people. I'm watching you. You know who you are. All right. Have a great day.